the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
For the first hit. Rutschman into right field. Down the line. A fair ball. Adley will turn first. Head for second. He's going to turn second. Go for third. Rutschman into third base standing. An extra base hit. His first hit in the major leagues. Welcome to the...
These are long pitch innings, I think. Blister, that's what you wanted to make sure.
Here's a high fly ball into right. Back is Betts on the move. On the track. He's got catch by Mookie Betts.
Now, Clifford looking for a clean inning here in the seventh.
Hit well out to right center field. Jones still on the move, running out of room, and he makes it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Ballpark. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Moran, alongside Brendan Cunningham. Here today in this one, we're recording the night before the Home Run Derby. We're going to make our predictions. We got the bracket set up, how we believe it's going to be set up, because the official one's not out yet, but we're taping this a little bit in advance. So, yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to do all-star game predictions, who's going to win, who might win MVP. So yeah, I mean, we got All-Star Game week pretty much here. You know, we got the draft as well. So, yeah, I've been keeping track of the draft at least. It's been a crazy draft, but we're not here to get into that. But first, before we get into our actual topics, Brendan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well right now. I mean, if you haven't been paying attention, the Red Sox, 10 in a row right now, hottest team in baseball. It's been a fun last week and a half, pretty much for me.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. The Sedon homer, I know we talked about it pre-show, but that thing was good. It was really good.
Yeah, that's got to be best moment of the season so far. You know, he should be an all-star in my opinion. He's been playing out of his mind lately. He's playing, obviously, defensively. He's been that in pretty much the entire time. But offensively, he's just turned it up. It's amazing to see from him. He's just a fun play, and that was an iconic moment. I believe it was it Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday.
Yeah, I think it was Friday. And then you had Garrett Crochet, complete game shutout. I mean, that's so good. It is so good in Boston right now. Orioles, you know, we don't have the vibes, but it's okay. I'm happy for the Red Sox in a lot of different aspects. I mean, they've been playing well. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm excited for this team. Now we're in the wild card spot. Hopefully we can hold this. You know, I don't think we'll win streak forever, but it's fun right now to see that 10-0 in the last 10 of the standings.
Yeah, I mean, I did pick them as my AL champions, so maybe my narrative's still alive. We don't know. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to get into the Home Run Derby here, make our picks. So we'll start it off with the 1 versus 8 matchup. You know, Cal Raleigh versus O'Neal Cruz. Obviously, with Cal Raleigh being the 1 seed, we'll get there as we go. Cal Raleigh has 36 home runs, and O'Neal Cruz has 16. So Cal Raleigh's got 20 home runs more than his opponent in this matchup. Brendan, who you got?
You know, it's Cal Raleigh. He's breaking records right now. I think he has the most home runs at the halfway point in the season in the American League. So you want to pick him, but you talk about exit velo, and that's O'Neal Cruz's. That's his thing right now. You know, we were just looking at it before we started, and he's got like the top 2 spots in the list of hardest hit balls. So I think it's going to be a closer matchup than you think. But I'm going to go with the guy who's red hot in home runs. I'm going with the big dumper.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a really good pick. I'll give some context with the numbers. I got Baseball Savant pulled up if you can just have some patience as a listener. O'Neal Cruz, I'll really just look at average exit velo for these guys. He's in the 100th percentile 96.4 miles per hour is the average he's hitting the baseball. I mean, we all knew that he's got this power at 6'7", 240 on the frame. I mean, that's pretty insane. And then the max exit velo, we'll take a look at that one too. 122.9, essentially 123. Yeah, that's the hardest hit ball in the StatCast era. But I think if you're looking at his opponent, it's like you mentioned, Cal Raleigh is breaking records quite literally as a catcher. I mean, this is like, I think this is the best catching season we've seen, right? In your opinion?
I mean, I can't name any better.
Yeah,
I mean, Buster Posey MVP season maybe, but like he's having better numbers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Cal Raleigh's average exit velo 91.8, so essentially 92, which is in the 84th percentile, and then we have the max exit velo 114.7 for Cal Raleigh. His spray chart's pretty good. I mean, he can definitely use the field quite a bit, or the whole field. He's just got that power to all sides. O'Neal Cruz definitely more some pull side power, so those will be the main three things that we cite. Spray chart, average exit velo, max exit velo, because those are really the only three components that we need. So yeah, I mean, with these two guys, it's going to be fun. This is a really fun first round matchup, but I think at the end of the day, O'Neal Cruz, the big frame, might get in the way a little bit, and I am going to take Cal Raleigh. I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, no, it's a clear pick just for the numbers, but I think it's gonna be a close one for sure. So what about for the next one? Byron Buxton versus Brent Rooker. Who do you got?
Hold on, let me just write my pick down. So yeah, this next matchup. Well, okay, yeah, you said Buxton Rooker. We'll go there. So that I think this one's pretty evenly matched. Obviously, it's a 4-5, but you know, I just think it's still really good. Byron Buxton had the spray chart. First of all, just great to see Byron Buxton healthy again. He's going to be going back to Georgia, his home state, competing in the home run derby and All-Star game for that matter. Average exit velo 91.9 in the 86th percentile. Again, more of a pull side hitter. You see a lot of the home runs go to the right side. And then, max exit velo this year 112.5. So those are all pretty good things. I think Byron Buxton's a really good candidate to win this matchup. But then you go look at a guy like Brent Rooker. Let me just pull it up. Here he is. Brent Rooker's also really good. He's got the average exit velo of 91.6, 82nd percentile, pulling the ball quite a bit when we know that he can do that. And then 112.4 average exit velo. In this matchup, I'm going to take Byron Buxton to roll. I feel like Byron Buxton's kind of in his feels, and he's playing some of the best baseball he's ever played. And I think being back home, competing in Georgia again, I think that fuels him. And, Brent Rooker playing in a minor league stadium doesn't help him.
Yeah, so I think for this one, you talked about the injury issues for Byron Buxton. I think it's going to hurt him a little bit. I don't know if I say that. But, it is a lot of stamina on these home run derbies, and I just don't know if Byron Buxton has that, being so injured all the time. Even though he is,
I get that. You make a good point. Injuries can get in the way as well. But I'll just stick with Buxton. Next matchup. Where do you want to go? We'll go back to the left side of the bracket. Junior Caminero versus Matt Olson. Who you got? That's a understandable pick. I think I am going to agree with you. I'm going to go with Matt Olson. Playing similar to Buxton, playing in his own state, is certainly going to help him. Average exit velo 93.7 in the 98th percentile, so similar to O'Neal Cruz in that sense of where he's got top power in that sense of just hitting the ball hard. Power is pretty decently spread out. The max exit velo 113.8, so 114 essentially. And he, like you mentioned, playing in Atlanta, like he's playing in the Chop House. He knows the stadium, so I do think that's going to fuel him to the win. But if you look at Junior Caminero here, let me just pull it up. Junior Caminero is also fantastic. I mean, his hard hit rate, or not hard hit, average exit velo, my bad. It's probably one of the lowest, 91 miles an hour, right on the dot, 69 percentile. The power is honestly pretty spread out, but I mean he's playing in a minor league stadium, similar to Brent Rooker, that could hurt him. And his max exit velo 116.5. While Junior Caminero, he's super promising, and he could do this for years to come. He's super young, 22 years of age. Matt Olson, just hometown favorite. I think that can definitely play a factor, and I'm going to agree with you and roll with the Braves first baseman. I am going to go with James Wood. I think this one probably is my easiest pick. I know James Wood a little bit better than most of these candidates just because being in the D.C. area, kind of having a better feel for Nationals baseball. I know what James Wood can do. His average exit velo, 93.6, that's in the 96th percentile. His max exit velo, 118 essentially, 117.9 to be exact, is pretty amazing. And you look at the spray chart, the power is to all fields, which is kind of my key factor here. He's similar to O'Neal Cruz, like big frame, 6'7", 234. But the fact that this guy can go to the opposite field the same way he can go to the pull side is just overwhelming. And then on the other side with Jazz Chisholm, I feel like Jazz, we can hate on Jazz a little bit just because he's a Yankee, and it feels like he's overconfident at times. Okay, I take that back now that I look at it. His average exit velo might be the worst, 89.4. And, his home runs all to the pull side. He's playing Yankee Stadium, definitely one of the smallest in the league. His max exit velo, 110.9, so 111 essentially. I just don't think he has what it takes. I really don't. And, while he could have a chance, he's got 17 homers. I don't know how you stack that against James Wood's, 24, I think. Let me just double check the number. Yeah, 24. So, James Wood, I think, might have the easiest matchup so far. Yeah. So now that moves us to semis, I believe. We'll go to Cal Raleigh versus Matt Olson. This one's tough. No. We both picked Olson, right? Yeah. It was Caminero and... Or no, wait. Do I have this wrong? No, I don't. Yeah. Caminero and Olson were on the left side of the bracket, same side as Raleigh. Because I had Raleigh and Cruz. Yeah. Oh, I had 2 and 7 and then 4 and 5. Is that what? Oh, that's not what you said. Okay, my bad. Okay, that's on me. Yeah, so I get, in that sense, we have 2 different matchups. Cal Raleigh and Brent Rooker for you, and then for me, Cal Raleigh and Byron Buxton. Yeah, so who are you going to go with in your personal matchup? Yeah, more than fair. Yeah, that's more than reasonable pick. For me, it's Cal Raleigh versus Byron Buxton. I am going to go with Cal Raleigh. I mean, I don't know how you don't. I don't see a way he doesn't make it to the finals. So, yeah, I mean, pretty simple in that aspect. I mean, Buxton, I think, has a good run. But, I think Cal Raleigh, just with the way he's performed this year, is pretty unstoppable. So that brings us to our next one. It'll be James Wood versus Matt Olson for both of us, if that's correct, if you have that. Okay, so I'll go first. I'm going to have James Wood roll. I know that Matt Olson, hometown favorite, hometown kid, but again, James Wood, I'm just tantalized with what he can do, and, this is chalk. At this point, we both got the 1 and 2 in the final. But, yeah, I don't know how you don't pick James Wood. Yeah. So, it is now time for the last matchup of the night. Cal Raleigh versus James Wood. The 1 and 2 seeds in this bracket. Who is your final pick? Yeah, that is going to be my pick as well. James Wood, just what he can do, I feel like he's a complete package, and I don't normally feel like the number 1 seed wins a lot of things, so this is kind of the upset pick of the night. So, yeah, I mean, James Wood, I'm going to crown champion as well. I think he made a lot of good points, and, he just feels like such a good home run derby participant, and he'd be following up Juan Soto from LA. I believe Juan Soto won the derby, so that would be 2 nationals. So I think it was 2022 in Los Angeles was the year that happened. So yeah, that was the time before he got traded to the Padres. He might have been, yeah. I don't remember. Hold on. I'll look it up. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy derby. That had Julio in it when Julio was, kind of at his peak. So yeah, Juan Soto did win it. Oh, it was Julio in the finals. My bad. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I mean, those are 2 stars right there, at least at the time. But yeah, I remember Pujols putting on a show, and then he did get eliminated. But it was like really cool to see how Albert Pujols still had it in him. Yeah. Hold on, I don't remember. Who would he have beaten? He was the 8 seed. He was the 8 seed. I don't remember who the 1 seed was. Wow, that's pretty incredible. I know. I think I remember that. So, some good memories in the Derby. I remember when Bryce Harper won it back in 2018 with the Nationals. So that is true. I didn't think about that. So, yeah. What were some other good memories with the Home Run Derby? Oh, Pete. It's too bad Pete's not competing. I'm pretty sure he did in Texas. At least I want to say he did. Man, I could get stuff pretty quickly. Man, that must be like a LeBron effect. He did? Okay, that makes sense. Let me see the picture. Hold on, I know that they put out a thing. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, I mean, that guy's like built for home run derbies. I was shocked to hear that he wasn't doing it this year. Yeah, he is. He's the home run derby guy. I remember it was like he was going for it 3 years in a row, and it didn't happen. T.O. won it last year. I forgot about that. It's T.O. versus Bobby last year. I don't think anyone would have predicted that. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all those are like the home run derby standout memory. Oh, I remember Adley going switch. You know, he did like his regular time, left-handed, and then he like went to right-handed in his bonus time. I just remember that being super cool. He might have. Was he the 8 seed? Oh, yeah, he lost to Luis Robert. Yeah, I mean, that's too bad. But it's alright. Oh, yeah, it was Luis Robert had 28 homers, and then Rutschman had 27. But it was really cool seeing him go switch hitting. And is in like his hometown, like he's a Pacific Northwest guy, so it means a lot. But now we'll get into the All-Star picks. How do you feel about the rosters? That's true. I think that's fair. You know, that's the American League, I believe, does have the winning streak, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. That's true. Jarren Duran MVP. I'm hoping you were watching that happen. Really? You weren't? Huh. Okay, so right here, the American League, they hold the record for the most consecutive wins in the All-Star game with 6 wins from 1951 to 1956. No, wait, I'm looking for current. Let me just look. Oh, wow. Okay, so the American League currently, as I was reading an older stat, they have a 13-game unbeaten streak since 1997. I believe the math checks out there, too. So I guess some of the games have been tied. Because they're 48, 44, and 2. So, let me just do some quick math. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not a recent stat either. Hold on. I'm pulling up random stats here. So they've won. I'm going back to last year. Okay. Oh, that's right. The NL won in 23. So they've won 10 of the last 11 contests. If that's the 10. Yeah. So the NL snapped a 9-game losing streak in 2023. And the AL is 22-4-1 since 1997. I think that's pretty much it. Those are all the stats we need to know. But if we look at these rosters, I kind of feel like I kind of got lost in the scuffle. I was just deep diving on some stats. Sorry for maybe the dragginess, but on the listener side. So in the American League, we'll go through the lineups real quick. I'll go through the American League one. The starting lineup: Cal Raleigh, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Gleyber Torres, Junior Caminero, Jacob Wilson, Aaron Judge, Riley Green, Javi Baez, Ryan O'Hearn, Tarek Skubal. Those are going to be the starters. I guess we'll go through the reserves too. Alejandro Kirk is one of the catchers. Jonathan Aranda, Alex Bregman, Jazz Chisholm, Michael Garcia, Brendan Lau, Zach McKinstry as a reserve, Michael Garcia as a reserve. I guess that's what these pluses mean. Isaac Paredes as a reserve. Jeremy Pena, Bobby Witt, Randy Rosarena as a reserve. Byron Buxton, Stephen Kwan, Julio Rodriguez, which is very interesting. But I think he said he was going to sit out. And then Brent Rooker's second DH. Starting pitchers for the American League: Hunter Brown, Chris Bubich, Garrett Crochet, Jacob deGrom, Max Fried, Yusei Kikuchi, Casey Mize as a reserve, Drew Rasmussen as a reserve, Carlos Rodon as a reserve, Joe Ryan as a reserve, Shane Smith, Dansville's guy, shout out Massachusetts, and Brian Wu. Mm-hmm. Yep. Finally, for just a handful of relievers, there are only 4 on the American League side. Aroldis Chapman, Boston Red Sox. Carlos Estevez, Josh Hader, and Andres Munoz. Estevez was a substitution. So those are the complete rosters, and we'll make our picks right now. So we'll do a final score prediction and MVP of the game. Brendan, what are you going to go with? And then, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Nice. No, it isn't. That's a pretty good pick. I'd probably go with James Wood too. I'm gonna stay away from the pitchers. Like, I feel like it's harder for pitchers to, make an impact. In terms of, in terms of winning the MVP of the game, I feel like people gravitate towards, they gravitate towards the hitters more. And it's, hard when pitchers only going an inning, as opposed to, like, spending more time in the field, not getting one or two at-bats. James Wood's a great pick. I think, as much as I want to pick Wood, I'm going to go with Pete Crow Armstrong. Because I feel like Pete Crow Armstrong could just hit a home run and it would be really cool, and then he could, like, make this great play the next inning or two. Or vice versa, in reverse order. I am going to pick the National League. You're right. I forgot about that. Final score. Excuse me. My final score of the game. Yeah, I think the National League wins. I mean, Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal is a great matchup. Starters. I mean, it's like arguably the two best pitchers in the game. I think it could probably be a lower scoring game. What was your final? What did you say? 7-4, yeah. I mean, this NL offense is really good. Let me look at the American League again. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're pretty, like, spot on. So, I hate to be stalling here. I'm just trying to think this through. Although it could just be it could be more pitching dominant just because you're getting like a new guy every inning. So for that, I'm gonna say it's like 5. I'm gonna say 5-4. I think it could be a close 1-run game. So those are our picks. That's our All-Star preview, I guess, because we kind of did both the Derby and the All-Star game. So we hope you guys enjoy the All-Star game, enjoy the Home Run Derby. The draft, I believe, is over for the night, and they still got 2 more days, I believe, on that. So it's pretty much All-Star week. There's no other games going on. A little sad. We're going to have 2 days without baseball after the festivities in Atlanta, but it'll be fun. I mean, the second half is going to start. This year has flown by. But that's pretty much it. So we got, do you want to do pitchers of the week? I forgot about players of the week. Okay, alright. So we'll round out the show. Won't keep you guys too much longer. I don't think we'll get past 40 minutes. I gotta go. Sedona is right there. But we gotta look at our complete game shutout. Garrett Crochet. I mean, yeah, that's players. We got to go to the past week. 7-day stats. Oh, my. Jose Ramirez. Zidane is right there. 42 points in fantasy. I mean, I'd probably say, well, they both had 11 RBIs. How many home runs did Jose Ramirez hit? I'm not getting home runs. Said he did, yeah. Why are they not giving us home runs? I don't like that. All right. 11 for 25 for Ceddanne. Jose Ramirez went 7 for 29. 20 bases for Jose. 25 for Ceddanne. Jose Ramirez has the better K to walk. But then Ceddanne has... He obviously had the moment. So that was, like, amazing. I think, shout out to Jose, but I feel like we have to go with Ceddanne. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the Red Sox too, man. So I'll give it to Ceddanne. Just the bigger moment, The NL. Why is this All-American League? This is, like, concerning. Oh, yeah, it might be Kyle Stowers. Kyle Stowers had a 3-run home run today. Or 3-homer game coming back to Baltimore. So, yeah, Kyle Stowers, shout out. No love lost. Always be a Kyle Stowers supporter. Too bad he didn't pan out in Baltimore, but it's alright. Pitchers. Oh no, that's Shohei. Oh man. We only have the hitting stats. We don't know the pitching stats. So we don't know what the start looked like. He only went 3 innings, so we're not going to count that. He's just included just because, like, he's technically a pitcher. I mean, Matt Boyd, man. Matthew Boyd. 8 innings of shutout baseball against the New York Yankees on Saturday. And then you got Wheeler, too. 6 innings. Nine inning complete game, 1 earned run against Cincinnati. That is pretty good. So Wheeler or Boyd? I think that's our top 2. They both made 2 starts this week. Yeah, but 8 shutty though. But it was only 1 run through the complete game. So that's pretty crazy. But I feel like a 12K performance is pretty insane. But if you're saying Boyd he didn't give up a run the whole week, could we just do co-pitchers of the week? Mm-hmm. Is it going to come down to wins? How are you finding... It might just be Matt. It might just be Matt Boyd. Huh? Yeah. You seeing wins? Or wait a minute. Are you seeing wins? It doesn't have... Oh, wait. No, it does. It does. I got it. Yeah, I think it's going to be Matt Boyd. And then we got to do hitter. No, wait. Did we already do hitter? Oh, we already did that. AL pitcher. Jeez, Is it your boy Brian Bayo? Oh my gosh, the Red Sox are on a high right now. Red Sox Nation. You know what? Clap it up. It's amazing. It's an amazing time to be in Red Sox in Boston. So Bayo, we literally pitched today. So He got in here. He had 3 earned runs the whole week. He went 2-0. 9 innings. Complete game against Colorado. 6 1/3 against Tampa. 15 strikeouts across pretty much 15 innings. And then here's our other candidate. Oh, man, all Red Sox at one point. That is... Is this a pitching lab? I guess so. Oh, man. This has been tough. Another Nathan Eovaldi again with 2 wins. Making it tough out here. I don't know. He only has 13 innings. I don't feel like that really competes with Bayo's 2 innings more than him. And then Crochet had the complete game. Shuddy. He had 16 Ks. 2-0. What was his score on fantasy? 44. I mean, if we're going to reward Matt Boyd with going 8 Shuddy, then I feel like Crochet. Garrett, is that it? Garrett Crochet and Brian and over Brian Bayo, I guess. I think that's it. I feel like, yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love it for the Red Sox right now. Fired up. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Maybe we just jinxed them, but that'll be it. That's our episode. Sorry the players of the week took longer. But, we'll have them prep next time. We got to remember to do that earlier. So, hope you guys enjoy this episode. Enjoy the All-Star week, and we'll see you next time.